What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Chris here at Cullavella South Farm. Well, we've got kind of a nasty day today. As you can see, or maybe you can't, but it rained pretty much all day yesterday and into the night, and now it's turned over to sleet. So we're gonna have a big icy mess here shortly. Unfortunately, I was hoping we'd get a little bit of snow instead of the rain and ice, but the weather didn't cooperate, so now we're just going to be stuck with a bunch of ice we're going to have to deal with. I did go on a little field trip yesterday, as I mentioned a little while back. I went up and saw another sugar house. I didn't film it, but I got some great insights and a couple of good ideas to incorporate into ours. And as you can see, we've come a long way now. I didn't film much of it because we were really trying to hustle and get the roof on before the storm hit. Unfortunately, we didn't make it. We got close, we got the rafters and stuff up, but we just couldn't quite get the roof on. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So hopefully, guys, this next week we'll get the roof on, and I got some good ideas now how to build the cupola up top here to let the steam out. We basically want to build a cupola in the center section here, so that we can have doors that'll open up to allow the steam to escape when we start boiling. I also found a finisher slash bottling unit used for sale that I was able to pick up for a good price, so that'll make this a lot easier. We can bring the sap mostly to syrup and then put it in the finisher, and that's gas controlled, so we can get it really finely tuned and really come out with a good batch. We also got all the brickwork done. So our friend Henry came back and he mortared everything in. So we're all mortared up now. We do need to start a fire in this unit to help cure that mortar when we have a nicer day. The mortar is basically like fire cured, so we'll probably start a small fire with some kindling to get some heat in that brick, and should allow it to cure up and warm up and get all the mortar to cure, and we should be in good shape. So we're definitely coming along good on the sugar house. Hopefully I'll be able to film more of the build next time as we continue with it. Like I said, we were really hustling trying to get it done, and you know, with the cold weather, I kind of got to mess around with the cameras a lot to try to keep them going. So we just decided not to do it, and we hit it hard and tried to get as much done as we could. So we do have a few little errors to fix and stuff too, just stuff that because we were going so fast I didn't notice until after, but not a big deal. It'll be an easy fix, and nothing major there. So yeah, we're just kind of riding out this storm, waiting for the weather to improve so we can get back on that build, and we'll go up and pick up that finisher next week. So we should be pretty much ready to go for sugaring season. The one last thing I got to figure out is what I'm going to do in the sugar house there, obviously. What I'm going to do in the sugar house for storage. I think what I may do is just buy a bigger, like 100-gallon stock tank, and we'll set it up by the sugar house. That way, when we come back with our trailer full of sap, we'll have a place to pump it, you know, as a holding tank. That way, if it's running real good, we may have to collect again. So I think that's the plan. So I thought today I would talk a little bit about what I do for snow removal. I've done a couple videos now of cleaning up after a snowstorm with the tractor, and as you guys have probably seen, I have a small snow pusher on the front, and then I use a blade on the rear. So this setup, you know, it really works well for me. The blade was very cheap and it's gotten pretty banged up and bent up, but it still works. And the snow pusher is really a little small. This was bought for a much smaller tractor. I could easily put probably an 8 or a 9 foot snow pusher on this machine. This one I believe is a 6 foot. Maybe someday we'll upgrade this one. You know, it's here, it works. It would be nice if it was bigger. But this is usually what I use for snow removal. You know, I plowed for years with a bucket, which worked well also. But the downside of the bucket is when the ground gets soft, if you're not really careful, you can dig in quite a bit. So the nice thing about the snow pusher, it has these skids here on the bottom and a rubber cutting blade, which I have set probably about an inch above those shoes. So when it is, you know, soft like it is right now, that keeps it from digging in. You know, in a bucket, even in float, you will dig in some if the ground is soft. So that's why we use the setup that we have, and it works pretty well for us. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Just kind of a small update of what's been going on this week. We are heading over tomorrow, me and Connor, to the New Hampshire Farm, Forest, and Garden Expo over in Manchester. So I might try to film a little bit of that. There should be some great exhibits, and there's some good workshops going on. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to actually partake in the workshops with a 6-year-old. He kind of loses interest quickly. But anyway, we're going to be there, and hopefully I'll get some good footage of that. But anyway, guys, like I like to say, if you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And just remember, it'll be all right.